Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. Appreciate you being here. And certainly a special welcome to all of our subscribers. Appreciate you coming back. And to you folks that are finding us for the first time, if you're new here to the channel, welcome as well. Please hit that subscribe button. And to everyone, if you find the information, if you find the content beneficial, please consider hitting that like button as well. And to learn more about me, learn more about my company, check out the links below. Now, with that said, our topic for you today, it's 10 gym sales mistakes that reps make way too often and how to avoid them. Okay? It's sales mistakes that gym sales reps make way too often and how to avoid them. So let's get into it. Let's see where you stack up here. You fix one or two of these or more maybe, and watch your sales start to tick up. Sometimes we're not even sure why. We just make these subtle little adjustments and things can start to change for you. So number one on my list, and this is number one on many lists, I think, when we start talking about mistakes that are made, but not listening and talking too much. And one of the common mistakes that sales reps make, many times it's the new ones, okay, that'll do this because we think we have to say all these great things. But we want to make sure that we're listening. We're not going on talk, tell. Okay, essentially what we're trying to do with the customer is we want to find out as much about them as we can. What's their background? What's their history? What are they looking for? Goals, and why those goals are important. We want to find out all of this to help us better understand how we can solve their problem. So make sure we're listening and not just talking. And one of the great techniques that I have found over the years that really can work really well is hopefully you're using a needs analysis. You can research the channel here for a needs analysis and what that should look like and how that should use it. But what I love to see you do is take notes. When you're on that tour, take notes when you're taking your customer through, because if you're taking notes, you're probably listening because they're answering questions and you're writing this down. Okay, it's a great little tip to help you do that. And if you're an owner, if you're a manager, someone who's supervising salespeople, one of the things that I always used to do is I would say, hey, let me see your needs analysis when you were done. Because I saw if they had notes on it, I knew they were probably doing a pretty good job of listening. If there's nothing on there, in many cases it's talk, tell. The other thing that happens as a result of that, if the person doesn't join, you got some great information that can go into your CRM to make you much more effective on follow-up later on. Number two, offering too much for nothing. Okay, offering too much for nothing. And, this is kind of too good to be true. Oh, we're going to offer you this, and we're going to offer you this, and offer you this, and offer you this. Sometimes we can just way too much, and we kind of give it away. And even on the business side of this, I know on certain businesses that we've gone into in the past and done like an analysis on them, is we find out that in some cases, even though maybe we're signing them up, maybe we're losing money every time we sign somebody up, and we're not making money until month 3 or month 4. So sometimes we can offer too much. Sometimes from a business standpoint, commission scales can be kind of out of whack. But don't find yourself trying to give something for nothing. I mean, there's value in this, and you want to hold true to that. Number 3 gym mistakes that sales reps make is not focusing on the solution. And so this essentially is what the job is, right? With anything, okay, whether you're selling personal training or you're selling a membership or anything, is we want to solve problems for folks and we want to provide solutions for them. So find out what their goals are, find out why those goals are important, and how can you solve that problem? How can you provide a solution? Stay focused on that. This is not a matter of showing off, every shiny piece of equipment that you have. Okay, provide solutions for them. Number 4 mistake, focusing on the price and not on the value. Don't focus on the price. I mean, there's a lot of folks out there, a lot of gyms that'll charge you $200 a month. And they've got a waiting list for members. There's other places that charge $10 a month, and it's a little bit of a struggle sometimes. Okay, focus on the value. What's the value? People want results. People will pay for results. You get them results, they will pay. Okay, they will buy it. The people do it all the time. Okay, so focus on the value of this. Focus on how you're going to get results. Don't focus on your price. We get too fixated on it. And one of the things that happens on this with salespeople, there's a tendency, if we're not careful, depending on circumstances, is that we'll have a tendency to sell from our own pocketbook. In other words, oh, I don't have that kind of money. Oh, I would never do that. You must not want to do that either. Okay, so don't sell from your own personal set of circumstances. Okay, follow the process. Okay, follow the way it's meant to be laid out. Okay, focus on the value. You give them the value, good chance they're going to buy from you. Okay, number 5, making promises you can't keep. Hopefully this one goes without saying. Now, generally speaking, I talk a lot about, kind of under promise and over deliver. And I even talk about over promise and over deliver. And to me, that's the best of all worlds if you can pull that one off. But we want to over deliver on what we're telling our customer we're going to do. Over deliver. And so don't make promises you can't keep. Okay. And whenever you can, over deliver. Okay, on this. Okay, whether it be on first workouts, whether it be on things like what I would call that good faith effort. It's like customer comes in and hey, yeah, my spouse signed me up yesterday. Hey, where's the locker room? Oh yeah, just go here and turn here. Or you could say, hang on one second, let me show you. Okay, it's good faith effort. Start incorporating that, because this whole sales process, it's not just, hey, I want to sell a membership. But hey, you're going to sell personal training. You might try to sell referrals. You're trying to sell retention. There's a lot of things that can go into this. Okay, so don't be making promises you can't keep. My advice here is get in the habit of over-delivering every time that you can. Okay, number 6. This can be a big one too. Not having an intention to close the sale. Not having an intention to close the sale. When you're taking your customer through, the intention is to get them signed up. I mean, that's why you're employed there, right? That's why you were hired. And the customer wants the results. So the intention is to close the sale. The intention is to get them signed up. So as we're moving them through, we're moving them through this process. Okay, we're taking them on the tour. We're showing benefits. We're talking about powerful why, super objective, how we're going to accomplish that for them, and we're bringing them through. We're doing minor choice closes. Mary, do you like to work out before work or after work? Do you prefer our cardio equipment, or do you like the classes? Do you like to work out by yourself? Do you have a workout partner? Okay, but we're moving them through. The intention is to close the sale, because asking for the sale, one of the great ways to look at this, if we're doing this properly, okay, asking for the sale in many ways, it's simply the natural conclusion to everything else you did. It's not here's this and here's this. It's a natural conclusion. You're moving them through. You're finding out their goals, finding out why those goals are important. You're showing the facility from a standpoint of the benefits that they can obtain from the features and how that relates to providing a solution for them. And you're sitting down, you're showing next steps, you're creating value, a reason to buy today, and you're asking. Okay, but have an intention to close the sale. Have an intention. My intention is to get you signed up. Okay, and sometimes you can even say this at the beginning. I know a lot of times we'll use this in some training classes. Sometimes you're getting ready to take the customer through on a tour, and I'm getting ready to start the tour, and I'll say, Mary, I want to show you around. I want to show you how we can help you lose the weight, how we can help you get in the best shape of your life. And Mary, as we're going through the tour, I'd like for you to be thinking about how we can help you lose the weight and get back into shape. Okay, not only for today, but also for long term. And Mary, if you feel like we can do that for you, I'd like to then sit down and explain to you our membership options. Mary, fair enough? So sometimes we'll just do that right up front, be very transparent about it, and never really been an issue. It's easy to do, as long as we present it properly. Okay, so have an intention to close the sale. That's why we're there. Okay, number 7, not being ready to overcome objections. Be prepared for this. Know what the objections are, and you can research this channel. We've got all kinds of information for you on that. Research the channel, study this, memorize it, know it. know what the objections are. I want to think about it. I want to talk to spouse. I want to check other clubs, whatever it might be, right? And so we know we're going to get them. We know we're probably going to get those, okay? And so great, be prepared for it. Be ready for it. And probably the best thing you can do, and I'll talk a little bit about this here in a bit, but you want to be agreeable. Mary, hey, I understand. Seems like everything costs more money these days. But see, that's not where we're focused, right? Our focus is on providing solutions for the customer and solving their problem. Let's don't forget that, okay? I'm just acknowledging, yeah, everything is more expensive these days. And then stay focused on providing solutions. Stay focused on solving problems for your customer. Okay, be agreeable. And so that kind of rolls into the next one here, is mistakes, is arguing with a potential customer, arguing with a potential member, okay? Don't make your customer wrong. I mean, that's the message I would give you. Don't make your customer wrong. Simply be agreeable. Hey, I understand. I've talked to a lot of folks that have felt the same way. I understand. I felt the same way myself. I understand. A lot of folks want to talk to their spouse before they get started. I understand it can be a little nerve-wracking the first time you do it. Simply be agreeable, but stay focused on what you're there for. What you're there for is to provide solutions and to solve problems. Okay. Number 9, not doing your homework. Now, let me talk about this a little bit. Okay. If you're doing follow-up, let's really keep good records in our CRM. Let's know, what the customer's goals are, why those goals are important. What problem do they want solved? What kind of exercise have they done in the past? When were they in the best shape of their life? What were they doing then? Do your homework on your customer to the extent that you can. Okay? Understand it. And certainly, if you're involved in corporate sales, absolutely understand the company. Understand, kind of what they're involved with and what they're doing. But learn as much as you can. You're not writing a research paper on it, but, the more you know, the better. Okay, there's a tendency with some folks is if we don't do this, we kind of default to price a little bit. Okay, and then number 10, of our 10 gym mistakes that reps make way too often, is not getting access to the decision maker. Now, where I see this mostly happen is in corporate sales. Okay, we're contacting businesses trying to set up corporate sales. Here's what you don't want to do. Don't take up a lot of your time talking to somebody that can't make a decision. You want to talk to people that can make decisions. So you want to get involved, I think, in the corporate sales part of this. This is a great little add-on, to the incremental sales you make inside your gym. But make sure you're talking to decision makers. Make sure you're talking to people that kind of pull the trigger on this. Okay. So 10 gym sales mistakes that reps make way too often, and some thoughts on how you can avoid it. Take a look at it, see where you're at, see if you can improve your business starting today. Folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. Again, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and to learn more about me and how we can help you grow and develop your business, check out the links below. We'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.